Hello, good evening, and welcome to the announcement of nominations for the 10th EMY Africa Awards. My name is Kojo Yankson, and I'll be your host for this evening. 10 years ago, the EMY Africa Awards started as a simple idea, a platform to celebrate extraordinary men. From its beginnings here in Accra, it has evolved into a movement that spans not only the continent, but the world. Over the years, the awards have honored pioneers, athletes, creators, thinkers and doers, men and women whose work continue to inspire us to this day. From the red carpets of Accra to the bright lights of Lagos, from the expo halls to the symposiums of London and New York, these awards have become a community, a voice, a legacy. This year, as EMY Africa celebrates its 10th anniversary, we reintroduce ourselves to the world with a bold new mission: evolve, motivate, yield. And what a journey it's been. A journey that has seen the creation of new platforms and initiatives, from Generation Now to the EMY Africa Expo to the EMY Africa magazine, which tells important stories of African excellence, while the landmark activations of London, Lagos, and New York help to bring Africa's voice to the world. And tonight, yet another landmark unfolds right before us as we announce the nominees for the 10th EMY Africa Awards. But before we get to that, let's catch up with the founder of these awards, the legendary Kojo Sobo.
The 10th EMY Africa Awards, a decade of inspiring greatness.
Good evening, Kojo.
Good evening, my brother.
What a spectacle, eh? You and your team have really pulled out all the stops and brought the whole Africa along for the ride. Speaking of which, tell us about that brand story. How did we get here?
Well, it hasn't been a walk in the park, but the journey has been rewarding every step of the way. We need to celebrate our greatness and our excellence as Africans. We need to do that more. And that will not only enhance our global respect and influence, but it will give our people hope. I believe that inspiration is one of the greatest catalysts for success, and representation matters. And so when we celebrate our excellence, when we celebrate our people, our products that are excellent, we give our people hope. The youth is one of the most important and vulnerable resources that Africa has. And according to the UN, 42% of global youth population will be African by 2030. And so we need to protect our youth at all costs. And that is why at EMY Africa, we passionately celebrate African excellence through the EMY Africa Awards, through our magazine, through our expos, through our travel activations, and everything in between.
Well, thanks to you, the whole world gets to take a ringside seat as Africa takes over the world. Thank you, Kojo.
Thank you, my brother. It's very important.
Indeed, this 10th anniversary is worth celebrating, and there's a lot to be thankful for. And now, down to business. To help us announce the first batch of nominees, help me welcome the reigning EMY Africa Man of the Year, Executive Chairman of JL Holdings, and of course, Chancellor of the Cape Coast Technical University, Dr. James Orleans Lindsay, who will be joined by last year's Young Achiever Female Honoree and Managing Director at Ebla Trading and Advisory Limited. I'm talking, of course, about Elinam Hogley. Multi-award-winning host of Prime Morning, Sixth Sense, and Changes on Joy Prime, Rosalind Feli. Ace broadcaster and the development queen mother of the Ifija Kwabre district, and faculty member of the EMY Africa Awards, Nana Adjoa Awindo, to be joined by the 2018 Designer of the Year and acclaimed founder of Chocolate Clothing Global and Cacao, Kweku Bediako.
Thank you, Kojo Yankson. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Discovery of the Year category is always special. It celebrates those who have burst onto the scene with brilliance, courage, and conviction.
Every time I watch Young Trailblazers, I'm reminded of the loneliness of beginnings. I'm reminded that the world does not recognize beginners. All you have is your dream and a burning desire. The nominees for the Discovery of the Year are
Discovery of the Year. The nominees are Daniel Duche, Matthew Asampambila Agambiri Bondana, Derek Abaite, Team Eternity Ghana. To vote for your favorite nominee, visit www.emyafrica.com and like their photo on the EMY Africa Instagram page. Voting ends on Friday, 10th November 2025. The 10th EMY Africa Awards, a decade of inspiring greatness.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Actor of the Year category celebrates the storytellers, the ones who breathe life into words and make us see ourselves on screen. The nominees for Actor of the Year are
Actor of the Year. The nominees are Buchi Franklin, Uzo Arukwe, Tabang Molaba, Tapelo Mokena, Andrew Tando Adote. To vote for your favorite nominee, visit www.emyafrica.com and like their photo on the EMY Africa Instagram page. Voting ends on Friday, 10th November 2025. The 10th EMY Africa Awards, a decade of inspiring greatness.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Designer of the Year category celebrates visionaries, the one who turned fabric into language and imagination into legacy. KB.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
Watching creativity at this level. It reminds me that design, like any art, begins with daring to see something different, to imagine what doesn't yet exist.
The nominees for Designer of the Year are
Designer of the Year. The nominees are Sheyi Adekunle Sheyi Vodi, Ayodeji and Kolapo Olabitan, Deji and Kola, Tebe Magugu, David Kusi Boy Do. To vote for your favorite nominee, visit www.emyafrica.com and like their photo on the EMY Africa Instagram page. Voting ends on Friday, 10th November 2025. The 10th EMY Africa Awards, a decade of inspiring greatness.
Now, to announce the next batch of categories, let's invite Director of Diaspora Affairs at the Office of the President, celebrated broadcaster, the 2017 Man of Style, founder of 1957 and Rhythms on the Runway, Kofi Ochere Darko. EMY Africa's 2020 Special Recognition Award recipient, Deputy CEO of the Ghana Tourism Authority and media giant, Gilbert Abeku Agri Santana, who will be joined by the CSO of EMY Africa Group and Editor-in-Chief of the EMY Africa magazine, Albert Chris Sobo. 2022 Young Achiever, CEO of Links Group Limited and a pioneering force in Ghana's creative industry, Richie Mensah.
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The Man of the Year sports category honors those whose skill, endurance, and courage have inspired many and redefined excellence on and off the field. The nominees are
The 10th EMY Africa Awards, Man of the Year Sports. The nominees are Biniam Germay Hailu, Lechile Tebogo, Joshua Kipri Cheptegei, Ademola Lukman, Theophilus Ni Papo Alote. To vote for your favorite nominee, visit www.emyafrica.com and like their photo on the EMY Africa Instagram page. Voting ends on Friday, 10th November 2025. The 10th EMY Africa Awards, a decade of inspiring greatness.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Youth Changemaker Awards celebrate young Africans who are not waiting for permission to make a difference. The young Africans who are challenging the systems, reshaping communities, and proving that leadership is not just defined by age, but by action.
And as part of giving back, we're proud to announce that EMY Africa has partnered with Peace First, an organization that empowers young changemakers across the world, to award the winner of this category $7,000 in cash and $3,000 in-kind mentorship and capacity building support delivered by Peace First.
And the nominees for the Youth Changemaker Award, powered by Peace First, are
the 10th EMY Africa Awards, Youth Changemaker Award, presented by Peace First. The nominees are Kezia Asidwa Sane, Ghana; Mfuranzima Fred, Rwanda; Leon Mugisho, DR Congo; Carmen Pedro de Rafael Matea, Angola; Fabrice Mulindi, Uganda; Veronica Mulenga, Zambia; Clement Ngosong, Cameroon; Sheun Olagunju Lana, Nigeria; Kaime El Kufi, Morocco; Tara Roos, South Africa. To vote for your favorite nominee, visit www.emyafrica.com and like their photo on the EMY Africa Instagram page. Voting ends on Friday, 10th November 2025. The 10th EMY Africa Awards, a decade of inspiring greatness.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Richie Mensah, and I'm here to announce the nominees for the Man of the Year music category. It celebrates artists whose voices, sounds, and stories shape the rhythm of our continent. The nominees for Man of the Year music are
the 10th EMY Africa Awards, Man of the Year music. The nominees are Black Sheriff, King Promise, Stoneboy, Kweku Smoke. To vote for your favorite nominee, visit www.emyafrica.com and like their photo on the EMY Africa Instagram page. Voting ends on Friday, 10th November 2025. The 10th EMY Africa Awards, a decade of inspiring greatness.
And there you have it, the nominees for the 10th Annual EMY Africa Awards. Join us at the 10th EMY Africa Awards for a night of excellence, legacy, and celebration. The 10th EMY Africa Awards is brought to you in kind partnership and sponsored by a heartfelt thank you to our sponsors, to our partners, and of course our collaborators, whose continued support makes this journey possible. And to our media partners, thank you for helping us share these stories across the continent and beyond. My name is Kojo Yankson. Have a wonderful evening.